Organized people of Reddit, what is the best tip you can give to someone chaotic who does not have their life under control? If it's something that will take you less than a minute to do it now. To add to that, do a little bit. Can't clean your room? Just take that one sock on your bed and put it in the clothes bin. It's not a lot by itself, but over time it will add up. Write it down. Write to-do lists, write a schedule, write your feelings, write goals. If you wait until you feel like doing it, then it will never get done. Get up and push yourself. Can't find the original text or comment I've seen on Reddit that run like this. Discipline is better than motivation. Instead of waiting for mood or inspiration, just go and do what needs to be done. I've stuck by that approach ever since. I reward myself for completing a task. Let's say I'm craving a coffee before work. I take my vitamins and get my lunch for the day prepared. Before I can make myself the coffee, I stick to a loose schedule. And not everything is rewarded, but I find that larger chores, any type of bathroom cleaning, usually requires a little more incentive. I kinda keep this ongoing conversation going in my head. Wanna continue binging that awesome new show? Clean the sink and floors, then you can go back to watching. Do what's in front of you every day. See something out of place, put it away. See something dirty, clean it. Teeth hurt, go to the dentist. Works even on people. Parents/so trying to love you, be a part of it. Make it happen. Don't step over life. What is in front of me right now is my cat, sleeping on me. She doesn't look out of place, so I'm just going to let her sleep a little more. I feel like it's a right thing to do. Many will say lists, but that's only half the answer. Soon you'll have several lists you can look at whenever you want an anxiety attack. Structure is what you want. Things go on lists, but then every Tuesday at clean o'clock you take out your clean list, and every Thursday at pay 30 you pay those bills. You invest in building routines, so you have a system you trust, then enjoy a clutter-free mind. A place for everything, and everything in its place. If you can reduce the amount of thinking you have to do about stuff, it clears up a lot of headspace for other, more pressing issues. If you don't have a place for something, you may need to get rid of something else, or stack things, or purchase a container. But once all of your things have a home, you aren't being antagonized by making choices about where things go, or finding lost items, because you've added some routine and predictability into your life that helps you streamline everything else. Not an organized person here, but have struggled with the chaos all my life. Was diagnosed ADHD just a few years ago. My best advice is to trap yourself into doing those things that you know that you have to do. Not that clear of an advice, so let me give you a personal example. I've always struggled to clean my place, to the point where it sometimes became quite a disgusting mess. The strategy I found to trap myself is to invite someone to come over on Sundays, be it friends or family. I've always been sensible to feelings of shame, and showing my mess to a close one is something that would make me go crazy. Thus it forces me to do a big cleaning somewhat regularly. Helped a ton, but that's because it's a strategy that exploits my personal weaknesses. You gotta find your own for it to be really effective. Think small. When trying to figure out where to start on something, ask yourself this: what is the one thing, such that by doing, will make everything else easier or unnecessary? Then ask that question again and again, until you have your smallest domino that you can knock over and accomplish. Also, read the One Thing book. Set out the clothes you are going to wear before you go to bed. Think about your to-do list before you fall asleep. The picking out clothing the night before has been a game changer for me in terms of getting up and going in the morning. Now I go one step farther. On Sunday I figure out the clothes I'm going to wear that week and hang them in a specific place in my closet in order of when I'm going to wear them. It takes me just a few minutes once a week and saves me from having to actually think about it in the morning when I'm just trying to get ready and out the door. Obviously if my plans for the week change and I need to, I'll change what I'm wearing the night before, but most of the time, what I pick out on Sunday evening is what I wear that week. Good question and good start. No one is fully organized. We all have a hint of chaos that we cannot control. The first thing that in my opinion must be done is to identify the things that one must do point afterwards. Carrying an agenda or chores list helps keep your mind clear and make sure you do everything, separate things from longer to smaller, or vice versa. Personally, I think and do things one by one. Multitasking is false. Concentrating on one thing at a time helps a lot to finish your tasks. Finally, knowing what things you should keep, I mean things, activities, or relationships, and what things should go help rationalize time and organize better. PD. Sorry for the bad English. FYI, I wouldn't have known you are not a native speaker had you not said it. No need to apologize for trying, much less succeeding. Think about your motivation for doing something. You know you should clean your room, but why do you want to have it clean? Because it will feel nicer to be in a clean room? Because you're embarrassed of the mess? Because you can't find anything? It's easier to do a task if you have a clear why. And there will be some tasks that are weighing on you that, if you think about it, actually you have no reason to do and can let go of anxiety around, which will ease your mental burden. Creating external accountability and deadlines is my favorite. Invite a friend over for dinner. Oh shit, better get my room clean before they come over. Making cafe dates with someone who also need to get some work done, and then you won't spend half the time on your phone. Go to the library and make a vow not to leave till you've done this. Pack your lunch the day before. Make 2 dinners at the same time, one for today and one for tomorrow. Prep your breakfast before you go to bed. Make sure you give yourself an 8-hour window to sleep away from all phones, TVs and computers. If you have to leave for work or school at 8, wake up by 7, which means lights out at 11. If you get these very basic necessities right, the rest of it tends to fall in line. The less you have to think about these things, which are ultimately non-negotiable. You have to eat and you have to sleep, then the more you'll remember things that tend to get forgotten in the chaos of your day-to-day. As someone chaotic with some control, do small things immediately. Don't try to not be chaotic at all. Build a red line of must-do things to do whenever needed, but don't try to organize every little bit of your life. Keep a finance record. A lot of banks offer such a service via online banking. Automate. Especially monthly bills can be easily automated, but appliances, calendars, also have such features. Do weekly checks on organization. Sunday evening is a good time to take 10 minutes of assessing your current situation and make some mental and physical notes for the week. Make notes. Post-its on stuff work wonders. Thank you for all your answers. Personally, put on a TV show like Hoarders or Marie Kondo for motivation. When I need to clean, it makes me clean like there is no tomorrow. Looking at gross stuff. I got all of the clothes in my house organized and folded properly yesterday. Thanks Mary. 1 episode of Hoarders and I'm up and running with a trash bag and vacuum. There have been a couple of episodes of that show that made me viscerally ill, and I fought against the Marie Kondo method but finally succumbed. She knows what she's doing. I like what she says about not feeling guilty about getting rid of things you don't wear. Just thank them and let them go. It sounds stupid, but the first thing you should do every morning, first thing when you get up, is to immediately make your bed. It helps set your day off right, and you didn't put something off first thing in the morning. I watched a video on a motivational speaker from the military, and he was talking about how much doing something as simple as that helped him with discipline. My wife gets so mad when I cover her head though. Develop daily habits and they will expand over time. Pick one daily habit to work on that will improve your day the most. I made using a planner a daily habit. I started in 5th grade when it was required, went through high school, and then freshman year of college I realized I was really spinning without one. I set alarms on my phone throughout the day that were solely reminding me to check my planner and develop that second nature. Right now I'm working on reminding myself to check it at night to see if there's any after work phone calls or chores I need to remember to do. You could really go down a planner shopping hole if you're not careful. Done that, but go to Walmart or Target and find a reasonable one with just enough structure to let you write notes throughout the day. I find a blank notebook doesn't prompt me enough, which is funny as I'm a writer. I keep work project notes in there, my daily/weekly/monthly schedule. And in the blank pages in the back I have notes from medical appointments, a page tracking PTO requests, and some basic reference information like my preferred doctor or hospital. Now whenever I need to find something, there's a good chance I have record of the thing in my planner.